Brandon, the offense obviously continuing to hum as of right now. 17 runs again, 38 in the last 2 days, at least 9 and 8 of the last 9. I mean, Jacob obviously mentioned it last night. What's your perspective on what this offense is seeing just right now? Is it beach ball? What's the best way to
I just feel like we're passing the torch every AB. You know, it's just off to the next guy, and the next guy delivers, and off to the next guy after that. You know, we're getting a lot of turnover in our lineup, and I feel like that's why we're really successful.
Is it necessarily just like strategy? Was it necessarily watching film on Texas Tech? Is there any kind of like
No, I just feel like
preparedness
as
to
a
it?
pitching staff, they're giving us a lot of strikes to hit, and we're taking advantage of it. You know, I feel like we're doing a good job with our approach and putting really good swings on the baseball. So, yeah.
In the middle of the game, it was a back and forth game. How are you guys able to keep that energy up in the dugout to have those successful ABs?
Just that big inning is what we always get. You know, like when we score all those runs, we always have 1 or 2 big innings, and obviously the 7-run inning, that was our big one. And I feel like we were able to take close pitches and make the guy work a little bit, switch pitchers, work good ABs, and you know that's where we get 7 runs, and that's how we win games.
With that 7-run inning, Toby, I mean, you see 3 guys walk in front of you. Does your approach change at all? Do you become more patient at that point, seeing what he's going to throw, or what were you seeing at that bat?
I mean, yeah, obviously knowing that guy's struggling a little bit, you want to be more patient, but I mean, I wouldn't say my approach changed at all. I mean, I was just trying to get myself a good pitch to hit, and I wouldn't exactly say I got anything that I was looking for, and so it got to the point that at bat where I got the 2 strikes, and so after that it was just battle and not let his best pitch beat me, and so just sticking to what I know and what I do best, and then just passing the torch to the next guy.
And the same goes for you, Brandon. I mean, you see 4 straight walks, and you see the ball go over your head. Like, I mean, what's going through your mind when you see all that happen?
It wasn't comfortable at all. I told him that. I was just like, come on, dude. I felt like he didn't know where he was going, but he was throwing strikes, and I had to compete and do my best. And I was fortunate to get a nice hit the other way and get a run. So just pass it on to the next guy.
Jonah, a little bit rockier night for the staff. 5 runs last night, 11 tonight. The offense obviously was probably motivated from the afternoon game with the walk-off against UNLV. What necessarily do you feel like was the staff's plan today, especially with Willie last night saying Connor's only going to go 1 inning and Omelet's going to carry it the rest of the way? How do you think the staff did overall?
Yeah, I mean, I think we did great given that we have these guys giving us all these runs. That definitely helps. It makes the world a difference. So to be able to come in and have that run support and know that even if you do give up 1 or 2, again, we're going to get it back. And it just gives all of us confidence. Lets us fill up the zone. I know sometimes strike zone's hard to find, but we know if we can get in there and challenge the hitter, our defense is going to pick us up and our offense is going to get on some boards. So.
And can you speak to your performance and Fitzpatrick's performance, how both of you were able to go multiple innings? And I mean, Omelet gave a couple home runs, but you guys were able to really bounce back and really help Willie try and manage that bullpen a little bit.
Yeah, I think Fitz did a great job coming out and throwing strikes. He's been doing a really, really good job of that. And I love coming in after him because it's just a different look when I sink, when I ride, and that helps more than people know. But yeah, Fitz did a great job. I just came in trying to fill the zone up. Got hit, but I knew these guys would pick me up, so still confident and went after him.
You came into this season, you, Matt, and a couple others, as the few veterans in that staff. And that was kind of one of the big storylines about how young the staff was, and you two kind of being kind of the head point of these veterans. What have you kind of really told Sean and other guys who are either new to Tempe or new to college baseball, and what have you told them throughout maybe the last month or really throughout this season about how to adjust to the game, and really, especially down the stretch when every game nearly becomes must-win?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's been doing a great job. It's really about growing up quick and maturing quick because you don't have a lot of time. It's a sprint when the season starts, and Fitz has been given the opportunity to give us some big innings a lot, and he's taking advantage of it. He's a younger guy, but he's definitely stepped up, and so have a lot of our other younger guys, which is huge. Couldn't do it without him. So.
Brendan, UNLV is the season finale tomorrow. Obviously, it's a senior night. What necessarily do you have any necessary thoughts about what the seniors are going to necessarily, how they're going to be recognized tomorrow? And then obviously you're playing a UNLV squad that got walked off earlier today against that Texas Tech team you just beat twice. So what's the thought process going into tomorrow in a game that maybe doesn't necessarily matter when it comes to your seeding, but all in all, still a must-win anyways?
I mean, obviously we're going to have some celebrations and some, we're going to have parents and people on the field, celebrating our seniors and stuff, but once the game starts and the first pitch is on, I feel like nothing's gonna change. We're gonna do our best to win every pitch and put up as many runs as possible and pitch our butts off and win games. So that's the plan.
All of this is a non-conference game this year. Do you feel like Texas Tech, you guys going into the Big 12 next year, do you feel like this weekend was sort of a way to set the tone going into next year?
I mean, obviously it's cool what we did against them and stuff, but it's us versus it's us versus us, you know, like we're just trying to compete and do our best each individually and, you know, work as a team, and I feel like no matter who we're playing, we'll win and get the job done.
Awesome, thanks guys.
Thanks, guys.